Hi everyone, I am Liat from Momjo, and as you can see, yet again, I am back in my kitchen doing a bit of food prep. And I was thinking I'd share with you something that is clearly a buzz phrase in the foodie industry at the moment: overnight oats. Okay, it seems to me like everyone's making them, everyone's eating them, and everyone's loving them. So there are a million ways to make them, and I am going to show you how I make two different kinds of overnight oats. Number one is my simple, everyday, easy, quick overnight oats recipe. And the other one is a bit more fancy, maybe if you're having people over, or if you really want to spoil yourself for the weekend, or even every day if you've got that much energy, which I hope you do. If you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe and press on the little bell icon so that you can get a notification every time there's a new video, every Tuesday and every Friday. The first time that I ever tried overnight oats was actually in South Africa, maybe about 10 years ago. And I kept thinking to myself, wow, I really love those oats. I had them in a restaurant, they were so delicious. And I could not find them in North America because they were named something different. So in South Africa, they're called bircher muesli. I don't know if that's the kind of muesli or oats that they use in South Africa, but the concept remains the same, that the oats are soaked overnight in some form of liquid, be it juice or the milk of your choice, and then the next day or a few days afterwards, you eat it with all kinds of toppings and all kinds of bits, and it's absolutely delicious. So I'm happy to say the trend is here. It's clearly everywhere in the world, so I don't need to wait till I go back to South Africa to try it again. And we're gonna get started on the simple one first. So this is what you need. Here we go. The first thing you need to make sure is that you have nice containers that make you excited to make your oats. I'm serious. Like, the fact that I know that I've got really nice containers and they've got the right lids on top really make it exciting for me to make my oats on a Sunday afternoon like today, or just the night before if I know that I want it the next morning. Truth be told, I have made it the morning of, and I wait like 2 hours and then I eat it sometimes because I can't wait anymore. The next thing you need are obviously your ingredients. And the most staple thing that you need are your oats, guys. You can pretty much make them any which way as long as you have the oats. Now, I have recently started buying these oats on Amazon, believe it or not. And the brand is Bob's Red Mill Organic Rolled Oats. Very simple. I'm pretty sure you can use any form of oats. I do love Bob's Red Mill, and I have them in my container. They are ready to go, and now we will start. The other kinds of ingredients that you might want are like fruits and berries. You can have frozen berries or regular berries. Of course, you can have all those healthy things like chia seeds and hemp seeds and honey, maple syrup, any kinds of bits that you might want to add, nuts, seeds, dried fruit, regular fruit. The list is endless. So let's stop talking and let's get making. Okay, so for my everyday ones, I'm going to take this container and I'm simply going to take my rolled oats. I'm going to measure for you, but really I don't usually measure because I just make a whole batch and eat it throughout the week. But I'm going to do, I would say, 2 cups in here. Let's see, 1. Come on. Oh. 2 cups. And then I'm literally and simply just going to pour in the milk of my choice, which is either cashew or almond milk. You can use whichever milk you like, and you literally just pour. You just pour over and over and over and over. Is it covered? Yes, it's covered. That is it. Now this is where the fun part comes in. You can either prepare this the night before, or you can do it each time you scoop up some of the oats for yourself in the morning. So what I would do is I would just refrigerate it like this. I put the lid on and it goes in the fridge. And tomorrow morning when I take some out, that's when I start the decision making of what bits I want on top. But I will tell you what I do, and I will happily do it here because I have a feeling that we're gonna eat this tonight. So I would put maple syrup, not a lot, but I'd sprinkle it over and then mix it in. I will add some chia seeds and some hemp seeds. those chia seeds in. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. I'll put maybe 2 tablespoons. And then I will mix. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. Right. I would put in some hemp hearts. I have a new packet to go, so this is the remaining of the old packet, so I'm going to use some of it up. Just sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. And the maple syrup. Sure, why not? Okay, that's enough. And I will mix it all together. Okay, so we've mixed it all up. This is what it looks like. And all I would add in the morning is fresh fruit or frozen berries. Like, those are my 2 options. So either if I have a banana ready to go, I will cut half of it up, put it on the top. If I had some fresh berries, which I do now, I would sprinkle them on the top and just eat them and be off to a good day start. I always find that if I start my day off well in terms of my eating, there's like a 90% chance that the rest of the day in terms of my diet is going to be healthy and good. So this overnight oats, the simple one, is totally ready, going into the fridge. Now we are going to make the fancy one. This one I tasted at a friend of mine's house when she invited me over for brunch, and I was obsessed. I could not stop eating it. I literally just kept going back for more and more and more spoons. So for this one, I'm going to use a bit of a bigger bowl because I know that I would do it, let's say, for people that are coming over, maybe for a brunch. Hopefully my kids would like it. Wouldn't that be amazing? But here we go. Now this has a recipe to it. I'm going to leave it in the comments below. So for this one, we need 2 cups of rolled oats again. So we're going 2 cups of rolled oats. It's going in. Cup 1, cup 2. There we go. You don't have to be that strict if you use a bit more or a bit less. And then 1 cup of apple juice. So I've already poured my cup. It's going in. This recipe, you have to start the apple juice and the oats the day before. What you need to do is let this soak for at least an hour or overnight. That's where the overnight oats name comes in. You let it soak and then you add all the extra bits. Okay guys, we are back. It has been an hour and now we're going to continue making the fancy overnight oats. Next is some grated apple. So we need to do about 1 cup. I have 2 different kinds of apples and I'm just going to see how much I get from one if I can get a full cup. Otherwise I'll go to the next one. I've washed the apples. I'm now grating them in my favorite grater from IKEA. I'm just grating them until we get to the core. Grated apple, nice and fresh. I'm just going to measure out a cup just to make sure I'm on track. Yeah, so it looks like I don't really need any extra, but I might just add some red because I can. Red apple. They're both sweet. Now, when you grate apples, they're actually very liquidy. There's quite a lot of fresh apple juice inside. I would not get rid of that. I would just leave it in there and throw it into your mixture. So here it goes. Next is some natural yogurt. I don't really eat yogurt because I'm mostly dairy free, but this doesn't bother me at all. Half a cup of natural yogurt. I've got a half a cup over there. I'm going to throw that in as well. Oh yes. Now the next ingredient is interesting. It's actually fresh lemon juice. So we need the juice of 1 lemon. So we're going to cut it, juice it, throw it in. See these? These are so cute, little lemon juices. Love them. Here's the rest of the lemon. Next we need to mix this really well, so that the muesli and the apples and the juice. So when you're ready to serve this, and I could literally just eat it all right now. It smells delicious. you would throw on fresh fruit like peaches and nectarines, fresh berries, and drizzle with a little bit of honey. I think we're gonna have to do that. There you have it, guys. I have made 2 different kinds of oats today. I clearly am going to have to eat both of them because I can't choose which one I want. With these overnight ones, I decided to add some walnuts, some crushed walnuts, and some chopped banana. Very simple. So this will be my breakfast tomorrow morning. And this one is the fancy one that we added some berries and some honey drizzled on the top. As I said, you can do anything you want in terms of the fruit and all the added bits. I actually pulled out so many more ingredients. You can add peanut butter, almond butter, you can add cinnamon to your overnight oats, you can add any kind of nuts and seeds. Basically anything you want. There's no right and wrong, and this is the beautiful thing about such a healthy and filling breakfast. And start making this because it is an absolute win in our household. I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you're not yet subscribed, then push the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and please let us know if you make overnight oats at home. I'd love to know what you put in yours. I'm always looking for new ideas. We will see you next time. Bye, guys.